book friends, this is Kat and welcome back to my channel. So I did redecorate these shelves a little bit because I felt like you couldn't see what I did on top. So I decided to add, a few of these fall flowers that were left over from my wreath making, and I had to add the little gnome there. So yeah, I think I have to keep in mind to rearrange my shelves a little bit, but I do try to do rainbow shelves, which I do enjoy, but I don't know if I'm just going to redo them for next year, but that's going to be a future me problem. So, all right. This is my November TBR video. So before we jump into the rolls, let me go ahead and tell you how I did for October. My first roll, I was supposed to read the shortest book on my TBR. And for that, I was supposed to read The Glass Mermaid by Melanie Karsak, and I actually did not get to this book. I know it was my shortest book on the TBR, but I wasn't really feeling this book. So that would have been a fail, but I kind of gave myself an easy mood reading month. Okay, prompt number 2 is fall words, and for that, I was supposed to read Gather and Give by Amy Hannon, and I did not get to this book. I really wanted to, but I decided I was going to save this book for a reading vlog that I'm going to do in November. So you will see this book again. The next one was highest rated, and I was supposed to read More Than Conquerors by Carol Towris, and I did read this book. And then roll number 4, I got TBR game, which was deck of TBR. So I had 4 prompts for this one. And the first one I landed on, or the first one that I got, was Stars or Stripes on the cover. And for that, I was supposed to read Wish Tree, which, as you can see, I am currently reading it. I'm going to finish it really soon. So that would be completed. The next one was Poll, and so I had to put authors' names on it. And so for that one, the one I was supposed to read was Sarah Brunsfold book, and that is The Divine Proverb of Streusel, and I did read this one. The other one was to be published in 1999 or before, and for that, I was supposed to read Joe's Boys, and I am going to pick this book up after I read Wish Tree. The next role I had was also in 1999 or before, like published. And so for that, I chose The House at Pooh Corner. I did not get to this book. Seems like I didn't get to my shorter books this month. Then I got role number 5, which is Beautiful Cover, and The Nightmare Virus by Nadine Brandes, and this was actually the first book I picked up this month, so I did complete this. And then the 6th role was to read a retelling, and for that, I picked up The Orphan's Wish, and I did complete that. So overall, not bad, but I don't have a punishment. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into the rolls. So I will see you after I do all the rolls. Okay, so here is the last time I'm going to play this game, this board. And I have my mushroom at go, got my 2 dice. So I am going to, again, go around the board and we'll see how many books I'm going to read for the month of November. So let's go ahead and start with roll number 1. Oops, it's a 3. I promise I didn't change it. So this is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that is school starts. So this one's going to be a random wheel of subjects. Okay. Roll 2. I'll try to get it in frame. Okay. This is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is family pick. Roll number 3. Okay. That's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, vote, which is a poll pick. Roll number 4. Okay, that is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double up. Okay, so I don't have to pick anything for this one, but I can double up with any prompt. And I can do that at the end of the game, like double up prompts for one book. Okay, roll number 5. This is a double and it is 8. I don't have any rules for doubles, so still figuring that one out, but let's go 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a football, and that basically is matches my outfit. Okay. Could this be our final roll? Roll number 6. 3. It is not. 1, 2, 3. E is for even number of pages. Okay, no matter what, this is going to be our final roll, or my final roll, so roll number 7. And that is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that is 20 and 20, 25. Okay, so for the first roll, I landed on school starts, and that is basically to take a random subject generator, and I landed on music. Now, part of me thought I should regenerate because technically music is, I mean, not a core subject, but it's more of an elective. But since I am a music teacher, I just went with it. And so the book I chose was A Song Unheard, and that is the second book in Shadows Over England series by Rosanna M. White. And I enjoyed the first one quite a bit. So this one, you follow the sister to the main character in the first book. So I'm going to read you the synopsis. I have it right here. Willa Forsythe is both a violin prodigy and top-notch thief, which makes her the perfect choice for a crucial task at the outset of World War I, to steal a cipher from a famous violinist currently in Wales. Lucas de Wilde has enjoyed the life of fame he's won until now, when being recognized nearly gets him killed. Everyone wants the key to his father's work as a cryptologist, and Lucas fears that his mother and sister, who have vanished in the wake of the German invasion of Belgium, will pay the price. The only light he finds is in meeting the intriguing Willa Forsythe. And so I'm just going to stop right there, and I really liked Willa's character in the first book. I loved the narrator from the audiobook, so the banter in the first book also was really good too. So anyways, I have high hopes for this book. And music, she's a violinist, perfect for this prompt. The second prompt is a family pick, and I asked 2 of my sisters and one of my cousins, because we're on a group chat together, and I gave them 3 books to choose from. I was feeling I might be in a Christmassy mood because it'll be like November, and usually I decorate for Christmas in November. So I decided to pick 3 Christmas books and sent them all to them. So The three books I picked were Skipping Christmas by John Grisham, The Christmas Heirloom by Karen Whittemire, but there's also a lot of other authors on there. It's a 4-novella collection. And then The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury. And so the one that ended up winning was The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury. And I'm going to read you that synopsis. Molly Allen lives alone in Portland, but she left her heart back in Tennessee with a man she walked away from 5 years ago. They had a rare sort of love she hasn't found since. Ryan Kelly lives in Nashville after a broken engagement and several years on the road touring with a country music duo. He can still hear Molly's voice encouraging him to follow his dreams. Molly, whose memory stays with him. At least he can visit The Bridge, the oldest bookstore in historic downtown Franklin, and remember the hours he and Molly once spent there. For 30 years, Charlie and Donna Barton have run The Bridge, providing the people of Middle Tennessee with coffee, conversation, and shelves of good books, even through dismissal book sales and the rise of digital books. Then in May, the 100-year flood swept through Franklin and destroyed nearly every book in the store. Now the bank is pulling the lease on The Bridge. Despondent and without answers, Charlie considers the unthinkable. Then tragedy strikes and suddenly everything changes. So I'm going to stop there. I am looking forward to reading this book. Okay, the next role, as you saw, I got Pole Pick. I'm going to come back to that one in a minute because the fourth role I got was Double Up, and I'm going to double up with Pole Pick and my fifth role, which is Matches My Outfit. Now, at time of filming, I used that outfit as my inspiration to pick up these three books. And my outfit was, I was wearing black sweatpants and I was wearing a Texas Tech University t-shirt, so red and black and white. So that was the shirt color. And so I looked for books that were black, red, and white. So the three books that I put up on my YouTube poll were The All-American, The White Rose, and They Turned the World Upside Down. And so the one that I saw, that one was The All-American. And this one I am excited to read. So let me go ahead and read you that synopsis. It says, it is 1952 and nearly all the girls 16-year-old Bertha Harding knows dream of getting married, keeping house, and raising children in the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan. Bertha dreams of baseball. She reads every story in the sports section. She plays ball with the neighborhood boys. She even writes letters to the pitcher of the Workington Sweet Peas, part of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. When Bertha's father is accused of being part of the Communist Party by the House Un-American Activities Committee, life comes crashing down on them. Disgraced and shunned, the Hardings move to a small town to start over, where the only one who knows them is shy Uncle Matthew. But dreams are hard to kill, and when Bertha gets a chance to try out for the Workington Sweet Peas, she packs her bags for an adventure she'll never forget. So, baseball and during the 1950s, I'm very intrigued by this story. So, that one, I'm very happy that one got selected. Okay, number 6 is, the role number 6 was Even Number of Pages. And so I took this opportunity to put one of my 20 and 25 books, and that is Heartwood by Nicole Deese. And this is just a short little novella. I think it centers around a tree. Yeah, short novella, romance. That's all I need to know. And it's coming in at, I think, 96 pages or something like that. Okay, the last role was 20 in 2025. I'm going to put A Girl Called Samson by Amy Harmon, and I am really excited. This feels really fall to me. So this is the Revolutionary War, a girl who signs up and becomes a soldier, and that's all I really need to know about it. My favorite topic in history is the Revolutionary War. A very close one is like World War II. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Okay, so those were my roles. And so now let's go ahead and talk about my yearly challenges. So for Alma's challenge, it is to read a book that was set or published in the 2010s. And this is her decades challenge. Last month, I was supposed to read The Curse of Chalon by Louise McMaster Bujold. And this is a very chunky book, but honestly, I didn't get past page 6 because I just found out this book was just not for me, and I will talk about it in my wrap up. So I decided that I was going to DNF this book and add another book in place of that, and that is The Road Home, which was my biblical fiction retelling book, and I did read that. So this one is published in 2018, and it takes a church to raise a parent, creating a culture where parenting for faith can flourish, by Rachel Turner. This is the last book on that 20 and 25 list, and hopefully I can get to it so I can complete this challenge, this yearly challenge that I had for myself. It says, how can we transform the lives of parents, carriers, grandparents, and church committees, and the way generations of children are raised? While it is parents who are the front line of discipling their children, God has placed us as the church to journey alongside them, nurturing and equipping them and cheering them on. This book will help church leaders and volunteers to grow in the skills needed to make our churches places that empower families. It explores how to help parents over the major obstacles that hinder them from proactively disciplining their children, and looks at practical ways to lay the foundations of a church culture where parenting for faith can flourish. So I'm very interested in this. My husband and I are very active in our church. We have participated in helping like the children's church. I think that this would be a very interesting read. Okay, and so that leads me to my biblical fiction challenge. And this month we are in the general letters, like the last part of the general letters. And so it's 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and Jude, which honestly I'm planning on reading all of them in the month of November because they're so short. For the prompt for the biblical fiction retelling part, you're supposed to randomly generate a letter, and that letter has to be anywhere in the title. So I did a random letter generator, generated 3 times, and I got the letter I, which again worked out way perfectly because I have been finishing series pretty well this year. So the one that will complete a series for me is the Prophets and Kings series by Misu Andrews, and that is Isaiah's Legacy. And so it starts with an I. So this one, though, I'm feeling like is going to be a hard hitter, hence I'm glad I have some lighter reads in the mix, but I'm excited to finish a series. So how are you guys doing on your yearly challenges? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, we're going to start seeing some new yearly challenges for next year. Not really sure what I'm going to do personally, but we shall see. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.